About relationships, friendships, and navigating life's hustle. Today, we're diving deep into the game of balancing work, entrepreneurship, and keeping those tight connections alive. It's all about being true to yourself. And you know you gotta address the elephant in the room, social media. From double taps to DM slides, we'll break down how it's changing the game of relationships. Join me Wednesdays at 6 p.m. on Fire 716 Radio.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of J Unplugged. So this episode is episode number 5, and it's only right that I have Mr. 5 here himself today. So that is exciting. We have Panda. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So since we're speaking about 5, if you guys don't know, Panda has his own clothing brand called Top 5. How long have you been doing it?
This is my 6th year.
6th year?
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's crazy. So what I want to know is where did the name come from?
So me and one of my friends, Peso, we were like brainstorming. So like one day I just figured I wanted to start a brand. Like I wanted to do something like to make money by myself. So like we just were brainstorming one day for like hours. He was like, let's go with Top V. And then, the V in the Roman numerals are 5. So it's Top 5. Let's call it Top 5. Yeah. He actually came up with the name. Not a lot of people know that.
Shout out to Peso.
So yeah, that's how we got started.
So what made you like want to get your own brand? Like how did that come about?
Just working as a young kid. Like kids don't want to work. Like I didn't want to work for nobody else. I want to do something I can bring money into, and then longevity, and pass it on to my kids eventually. So that's what kind of got me into it. And then the fashion part, like I always got dressed, like getting dressed. Cause my sister, shout out to my sister, Brittany. She always had me in the latest fashion growing up. So that kind of boosted it. And yeah, that's how I started getting into fashion.
So you started getting into fashion. Okay, so let's talk about way back then, like when you first started it. Mm-hmm. You guys were doing like fashion shows and whatnot.
Yeah, I ended up doing a fashion show my second year into fashion. Did a fashion show. That was probably the craziest experience I ever had in my life. Like working 24 hours on just pieces all day. And then I didn't even get to watch the fashion show. I was too busy in the back.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was too busy in the back putting stuff together, putting shirts, clothes, all clothes together. Cause I didn't finish. Cause I was really doing it by myself. But then all my friends came over and helped me. My room looked a mess. It was paper everywhere, clothes everywhere. You couldn't even walk in there. But that joint was crazy. I want to do another one soon, but putting all the pieces together first before I get back into it.
So from that fashion show, what did you learn from that? Like the do's and don'ts of like the business, the fashion world?
You really gotta be on top of everything. Like in the fashion world, everything has to be like if I'm dropping for the summer, I should have my summer prepared in the winter previously, or even the summer previously. So you gotta always be a step ahead of the game. And excuse me. You gotta be a step ahead in the game and just be on your P's and Q's. And always be consistent. Consistency is one big thing that I learned lately because you see I dropped something that I want to drop. Like last year I dropped sweatsuits, and then I ain't drop again until this year into June. Like that's like a 6-month layoff, but you gotta be consistent. But now I'm really trying to get into dropping every month consistently. At least dropping right now, dropping once every month consistently, and then eventually dropping twice every month.
You just dropped, right?
Yeah, I'm about to drop again this Friday.
Okay.
Again this Friday. I just ran through 120 pair of shorts last month. Between the months of June and July, I went through 120 pair of shorts. Then I got 120 pair coming in this Friday.
So what is your like customer reach or like base?
That's a good question. Pretty much like my age group, and then pretty much try to fit to the younger age group of what's coming up. Because pretty much you gotta be on top of what's going on today. So if I can produce what's going on today and find whatever niche is going on today or whatever's popular, then I try to base my brand around that, but still to my style.
What's your style?
I'm really I like wearing black a lot, but I like being flashy a little bit. Like I wear black with like bright colors, or like Like you see, I got on black right now, but then I got on the blue, so it's like just kind of standing out, but not really trying to do too much. But,
Just a real laid back.
yeah.
So if you were to do another, like you want to do another fashion show,
Mm-hmm.
when do you want to go about that?
It's crazy because I'm just trying to base around like the pricing and what I want to do, and then like what I want to have in the show. But probably maybe like 2025. I was gonna do one next year, but then I'm like, nah, I don't want to rush the process. The process is gonna take a while because I'm dealing with a manufacturer, so I got to get all my stuff basically as like samples, and samples is expensive, but like they gotta do all my samples and then ship them to me, so it's gonna be crazy different pieces, so it's hard to get that done in like less than a year. So I gotta plan everything out from what I'm gonna drop in 2025 basically, and then get each piece done for that season.
So what is that? What is that like dealing with the manufacturer?
It's kind of tough because well, my manufacturer's in Pakistan, so you kind of like sometimes you gotta be up. I'll be up like early, like 6 a.m. Sometimes even like 3, 4 in the morning talking to them because the time difference. But it's kind of tough. Like you really kind of gotta break everything down, like what you want from the fabric to the length of the clothing, like all that, the measurements and stuff. So you really gotta break all that down to them to get that to them so everything works out perfectly. Because they can't just read your mind. So you really gotta break all that down.
Do you ever get frustrated with the manufacturers? And do they ever get frustrated with you?
Mm-hmm. It just happened. It just happened. What's today? Monday. Just happened like Friday or something. Like we just got into it. Like we was arguing for like 2 hours. But
Really?
yeah, because something happened. I ain't gonna get into that because it's about my drop. But if you catch what happened, you catch what happened. But we just got into it like a couple of days ago. Like for 2 hours, I was at that point. I was like, okay, like I just said okay. Just kept saying okay. But it's all love between the two.
And then how do you end up like contacting a manufacturer? Like how does that happen?
You can go through different processes. How I found my manufacturers, I reached out to another brand, and I basically paid for basically called like a little brand Bible. They give you all the information that you need. But WhatsApp, or you can go to Alibaba. If you go to Alibaba, it's kind of different because like Alibaba has vendors, and then Alibaba has customization vendors, which vendors they just basically make like hoodies and t-shirts, and then they put whatever you want on it and send it to you. And customization is basically cut and sew. They basically start everything from scratch and you get whatever fabric you want and go about it like that.
So what would your advice be to any like upcoming entrepreneurs or any upcoming like people who want their own like clothing brands or anything?
You really just get the knowledge of everything. That's what it took me. I'm 6 years in. Like I didn't have the knowledge that, especially now with like TikTok, YouTube, all that stuff. There's a lot of brands just giving out free game always. So you just got to build your knowledge of what you're doing. Don't be afraid to ask somebody questions. And just keep grinding. Keep grinding. Post content on your stuff. Uh, have photo shoots. Do just the little things, but having that knowledge will take you so much far in the game. But I'm still not even knowledgeable of everything yet. So, but you just gotta have that knowledge, and then just keep pushing your stuff, and just have the confidence to put out what you think is fire. Sure, don't be mad about constructive criticism because you're gonna get constructive criticism.
But constructive criticism is always good. You kind of need that. That's how you learn.
Yeah, but some people can't take that constructive criticism though. So
then it's time to business for you. It's not for you.
For real, but yeah, you just gotta grind. It's all about grinding. Just put your all into everything and having the faith that your stuff gonna blow up one day.
So how often do you I say so a lot. How often do you push out like content and stuff? Like are you on TikTok, Instagram, or
see now I'm trying to get more consistent in posting. Like content and stuff. Cause I got everything I need, but I feel like content is the biggest thing that's holding me back from doing everything. Just posting new drops, like behind the scenes stuff. I'm about to get back on YouTube to start doing vlogs and stuff. A bunch of things like that.
What's holding you back from posting like TikToks and stuff?
I would say time and just me being me. Just lazy sometimes. I get lazy sometimes, but I'm busy, so it's kind of. But it's like you gotta figure it out. Like you can't just. You gotta figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out.
Figure it out. Okay, so you own a clothing brand, and then you just started coaching basketball, and you're also back in school. So how did that all come about?
So, well, I've been coaching basketball since I got out of high school.
Excuse me. Collegiate basketball. Sorry.
Okay. So, Coach Beeline, I knew Coach Beeline since I was like probably like 10, 11. I went to his camp before, so he always out locally supporting like younger kids, high school kids. Or he always looking for talent to come to trip. So I just seen him one day. I'm like, yo, can I just come learn from you? Just again, like knowledge. You just want to gain knowledge, whatever you want to do. So I was just learning from him, and then it just so happened. Just one day, I asked him if he needed another assistant. He was like, yeah. Then I told him, shoot, I'm on board. Let's get it. But hey, Coach Beeline, good dude, man. I love Coach Beeline. It's like my brother. But we talk every day, man. Coach Beeline, my guy.
And then, so what are you going to school for right now?
Sports management. So trying to get my degree to coach at the NCAA level. You need a bachelor's to coach at the NCAA level. So.
And what's that?
Like Division I, Division II, Division III basketball.
Okay. So basically, you're utilizing your degree to help you push out your
in the coaching world. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. I like that. What would you say to any young basketball players who are trying to go to that D1 level and stuff? Like, what would your advice be to them?
Just be consistent. Like I tell my AAU kids, you can't want to be a Division I basketball player if you don't put the time in every day. So it's like just getting better every day in your craft. Like no matter what you do in life, you gotta get better at something every day that you want to do, that you love, or your passion. So you just gotta keep grinding every day, put in the work, ball handling 30 minutes every day, shooting 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 shots, conditioning, being in the best shape you can be in. Just doing little things to improve your game every day, to get on the court and to get to that level, get to that next level.
Is there ever an interference between AAU and collegiate?
Well, kind of a little bit, because like March is the start of AAU, but March is also the end of our season if we make the national tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So like this past year, like we went to nationals, and like AAU started. I think AAU started the week before I went to nationals. So it's like the weekend before. No, actually the weekend I was supposed to leave for nationals. AAU started. So it wasn't kind of that big of an interference, because after that week, got right into AAU. So I've been doing AAU. So I've been doing basketball from last October.
Tired of it?
Nah, I got a break. I got a break this past month, so it was kind of cool. It was overwhelming at first, but I'm good. I'm ready for the season.
How have you learned to balance it all?
I don't know. I just go with the flow. I just learn to just deal with everything. I mean, you get overwhelming, but once you get overwhelming, that means you're tired. So I kind of just sleep it off and then go from there and do everything after that.
Okay. So, So, in your eyes, what does success look like to you?
Honestly, success to me is just making my parents proud. Like just seeing them be happy of my accomplishments and everything. That really just means the most to me. But then for my personal sake, just me just waking up every day, doing what I want to do every day. Uh, no matter if that's basketball, no matter if that's the brand, no matter if it's both, but just doing that every day, shoot, that's my passion. So that's probably the thing that'll move me every day. Just doing what I want to do every day, not having just answer to myself or answer to my head coach. But that's what I really want to do. Either coaching or having a brand, or if I can have both, best of both worlds, and I'll take the best of both worlds.
Is your brand to the point where you can be like, are you your own boss right now? Do you work for yourself?
I do work for myself, but I'm not at the point where I can live off of myself.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of keep building that. I'll put everything back into the brand. I don't really try to take nothing out of it. So I'm trying to get to the level where I could live off the brand. So
And how are you gonna get to that point?
just continue to grind, being consistent, and just having faith, praying every day. I got a good foundation behind me. Everybody, my supporters, all my family, friends, always look out for me, push me, motivate me. So, shoot, I can't complain about everybody I got around me because they keep me going.
So you would say that having like a good set of friends and like the right support system in your family, that's how you were able to do everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. You got to find people that care about you, that's gonna push you, motivate you. You motivate them. So if you can feed off them, they'll feed off you, and that's just.
Has there ever been a time where you wanted to give up on like just the clothing brand in general?
Yeah, plenty of times. It just be days where I'll be like, well, I'm not here, like I'm not at this level instead of this level. Then I see other brand be like I see another brand on like TikTok or something like blow up in like 8 months or something. It's like,
but then you gotta think that you're not doing that, so it's like
I'm not consistent enough. So that's where I'm falling. That's where I'm falling at. So that's the only thing. Like you can't let your mental get in your way, getting to where you want to go. Mental health is different. I've been depressed before. Like, I know the feeling of being depressed. I want to give up on everything, but you really just gotta talk yourself out of it. That's a big thing, shoot, around the world that a lot of people don't know. Like you just gotta mentally stay strong. Just literally talk to yourself to get out that mental state.
putting yourself first is definitely the most important thing, I feel like.
Yeah.
So in that way, what ways helps you like how do you take care of your mental?
Usually just designing stuff. Like once I get locked into the lab, turn on some music. I like to work in the dark, so cut all the lights off, cut out all distractions, put your phone down, just work on new stuff. I love seeing new stuff. And then it's me making new stuff and sending it to my friends. That's just motivating because they always say my stuff fire, but somebody gotta tell me like what's up.
So do you not trust like your own instinct or anything?
I do, but I just like to see I just like to get an outlook of things and like review from somebody else.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Anything coming up in the winter that you want to speak about? Any?
Well, basketball season about to start. But fashion wise, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing yet for fashion wise. I might drop these this October, maybe November. Everybody been pressing me to drop these, but gotta perfect them before I can drop them. But,
what's wrong with them?
I like the cotton material instead of like the fleece material.
Okay.
So it's more like I don't know what to say. Like, yeah,
I don't know either.
I like the more cotton, like the hoodie, the real hoodie feel more or less like.
Yeah, I get what you're. I see like the material. It's not like it's like a warm up kind of material thing.
Yeah.
So, well, okay. So this logo, the logo that's on your sweater, is that new, or is that the same?
This kind of basically like my brand symbol. Really, I use it for kind of everything. that's how you know that's me, basically. So I kind of use it as like a brand symbol for everything.
And then I know that like you spoke on it a little bit earlier on, and it was like how you guys came about the name, like Top Five or anything. But is there any other meaning to Top Five?
I would say like it's like growing up, like I just want to be the best in everything. Like I'm a competitor, so like I just want to be the best in everything. So it's like if you're not like if I'm not the best, I'm gonna be one of the best. So it's like being like in the top five, or top five or something, or just aspiring to be in the top 5%, being in the best, being the best basketball player, being the best football player, or being one of the best. You gotta make your way to the top. So that's kind of
It's your way of saying like I'm coming, I'm here.
I'm on my way.
I like that. I like that. So why do you always say Happy 5 Day? Like,
I don't know. It's just kind of something that stuck with me. I just said, shoot. One day I just said, I think my birthday I started like my Friday. Shoot, like, let's have fun. Like, cause five means just energy. Like, you have good energy and stuff. So,
are you into numbers?
Yeah.
So this is your favorite. This your favorite number, 5?
5 is my favorite number.
That's the meaning.
Yeah. So let's just give out good energy. So Friday probably one of your best days of the year. So happy Friday.
Happy 5 Day. I like that. You know what's funny? The day that I graduated, I woke up at 5:55. I kid you not. And then I have a picture of I went to 7-Eleven that same day.
Yeah.
My receipt, my total was 555. I started crying. I'm a crybaby, so I started crying. But yeah, 5 is definitely an angel number.
I love angel numbers.
What other numbers are you into?
311. 311 is 5, and that's my birthday. So that's another one that really get me. And then like 131. That's my sister's birthday. You add that up, that's 5. Any numbers that add up to 5. I'm like,
so have you ever thought about doing like drops on specific dates? Like,
yeah, I be trying to get into that, but I'm impatient. Like I like to just drop. Like, once my stuff come in, that's another thing. Like if I don't have a lot of content, like once my stuff come in, we're ready to drop. Like everybody be bugging me about, yo, can I get this? Can I get that? Like
I feel like for the next, I ain't trying to tell you what to do or whatever, but I feel like for the next drop, you should have it like laid out to where you can do it on like some day that add up to 5 or something and see what comes from that. That's fire if you do that.
It is. I just be ready to get that stuff out. That's another thing, bro. Like once you like waiting for your stuff to get done and then like getting it, like you just be so amazed at like the work you did. So I'll be just ready to get it out, get happy to wear it. I'm getting the gist of things. I'm slowing down a little bit, getting more patient.
After 6 years.
After 6 years, that's what it takes. As long as I ain't give up, that's a big thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, 6 years is a long time.
So what kept you going throughout all these 6 years?
Wow. Probably just a motivation I got behind me. And then I just be in different situations where I just see something, and I just had a faith that it's gonna go one day. Like, just having the mental to be on a positive side of everything, and just keep pushing myself to be better every day, get better, drop better stuff, and then seeing the growth from like year one, then to now, like all the different stuff I didn't drop. Then like the quality of my stuff is like real like design type, so it's kind of like shoot, you got everything you need. You just gotta be. It's just the marketing side versus just content and marketing. That's all. It was basically this
goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
So further out, do you see yourself like hiring a team?
Yeah, that's another thing right now. I'm really trying to do. I'm trying to get a team of just like content creators, photographers, models, just everything. Pretty much, you can't do nothing without a team. That's the only way you're gonna grow. So it's with a team, and then with somebody, with people behind you. But that's another thing I'm trying to do really right now. Just trying to find a team, build everything, do it the way I want to do it, and see where I go from there.
With you being at Trips, though, it's like that's how you network. That's where all the important networking happens. That's how you about to build your team, build your foundation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one day I used to be scared to network. I'm shy in real life. Like nobody really know that, but I'm real life shy. Like, if you don't know me, never mind. I feel like I'm shy. Like, if I'm in a room with a bunch of people I don't know, like I feel awkward. But like if I'm in a room with everybody, like people I know, like if it's a mixture of everybody, then it's different. But like if I'm in a room with people I don't know, like it'll just be. Like,
that's the beauty of networking.
Yeah.
Networking is key. That is
especially in the coaching world. Like that's what really got me out to networking. Like, so you got to know people to play the game, like basically. So it's like.
And even with that, they probably working with a marketing team. They're working with a content creation team. I'm pretty sure Intrip has both of those things. So it's like, can you come over here and help me out? Help me build my brand up.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's the beauty of it. Networking gonna get you wherever you need to be. Like, you can't be scared to network. But like, I became a coach. Like, I gotta talk to kids. I gotta talk to coaches. So it's like, shoot, you gotta put all that behind you and just work.
So you're saying you're impatient, but to coach, you have to have so much patience. So what is it really?
See, I'm the assistant. So like, being a head coach and assistant coach is two totally different things. I got a totally different role. Like being a head coach is just a different ball game. Like you gotta deal with much more than I'm just an assistant. I just get the effects of like what happened. Like I don't really deal with that much.
So what exactly is your role as an assistant?
I'm a recruiter. Recruit kids. I reach out to coaches to move our kids on to the next level. I do a bunch of scouting other teams that we play, breaking down breaking down film basically to our players of that team that I scout every game. Cause we gotta scout every single game. So like say we playing like Erie Community College. For our game, we have a team meeting basically, and then just review the intangibles of what the other team do. So.
And what does the head coach have to do?
He basically does the same thing. Just like we just help him out basically to see what the team runs and stuff like that, personnel, all stuff like that. But he more so oversee everything basically. Like what we gonna run against this team. What's going to work against this team? What's not going to work? How can we basically take away what they do best type stuff? And then, you gotta as a head coach, you gotta keep 15 different personalities together as one unit, plus 3 assistant coaches. So it's kind of like it's really kind of like just like a head of a family for real. Mm-hmm. So you got to take care of everything. Okay.
So what was the biggest lesson from coaching?
I would say, that's a good question. Basically just meeting new people and just getting along with new people. It's hard to get along with new people, especially like when you want to play. Like when kids want to play, like they want to play, they want to hoop, they want to be in the game. But it's like, shoot, what's the bigger picture of everything? Like, what's the end goal for everybody? Like, you really gotta keep everybody close knit. So, like we won 30 games last year. We didn't have everybody on the same page. We probably wouldn't have won 30 games last year. So it's kind of like just getting close to people, just being a big brother to the team, whatever they need like, in life or on the court. So it's like everybody needs somebody. And I like just being that somebody that people can rely on.
That's dope. Well, this was the 5th episode on Unplugged. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check me out next week, Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Welcome to Unplugged, the podcast where we keep it real about relationships, friendships, and navigating life's hustle. Today we're diving deep into the game of balancing work, entrepreneurship, and keeping those tight connections alive. It's all about being true to yourself. And you know you gotta address the elephant in the room, social media. From double taps to DM slides, we'll break down how it's changing the game of relationships. Join me Wednesdays at 6 p.m. on Fire 716 Radio.